Ace Barbers cannot sue someone. It's not as if Martin Romualdez cannot sue someone. It's been done before. We could be sued. A congressman can sue someone. So why are they not using it? Bakit ipapatawag kami para dun sa HOR para magawa nila yung gusto nila? It's not a level playing field. We're not going. Hindi naman kami tanga na pupunta kami doon. Tas gagawin nilang gusto nila sa amin. Gusto niyo ng gulo? Gusto niyo ng dito sa labas? And then, if gusto niyo talaga kami ipatawag, hindi namin ibibigay yung sarili namin easily. You will go through legal hoops to get us. Hindi kami tanga, hindi kami aso na pupunta kami sa HR kasi pinatawag niyo kami. Kung gusto niyo kaming kunin, makukuha niyo kami pero paghihirapan niyo. And malalaman ng buong mundo kung anong ginagawa niyo. We will not allow it. Hindi kami ignorante. We know our rights. Good afternoon po. Please forgive me if I stutter or stall because I don't know why they call me a vlogger. I've never gone on live. I always just write. I'm a writer. In fact, if some of you are actual newspaper or publication writers here, I'm one of you. I'm an editor for Manila Bulletin and for Balita. I don't go on social media. I've never gone on live, not once. I've never been on YouTube. I don't have a YouTube. I'm not monetized. I'm a regular person who criticizes the government on my page. But because I've made powerful enemies, nandito ako. Nandito ako and I'm looking at you and it feels so surreal because I look at you and I'm there. Ako yan eh. Ako yan pag meron kaming kino-cover kasi editor ako ng Diaryo. But now I'm here just because I pissed off Martin Romualdez and Judah Sidre. I just want to share, I've been writing, I've been politically aware ever since Typhoon Yolanda hit my province of Leyte. But nobody has ever, and I'm just writing my thoughts because Facebook says what's on your mind. So you write what's on your mind. But apparently, I've pissed off Martin Romualdez and Judah Sidre. So nandito ako ngayon because I have an uncle who is one of their contractors, one of their big contractors. Tapos matagal na akong sinasabihan, tumigil ka na, bumabangga ka sa pader. And the more they tell me that, the more I realize, parang ba't mo ako papatigilin? Kung may problema kayo sa sinasabi ko at mali, then sue me. You have legal remedies. You have defamation, you have cyber libel, one of the strictest in the world. Libel, defamation. I've said defamation. So yun. And I just want to say that Martin Romualdez and Tingog Party List has continued to harass me and my family because we're all from Leyte. So they know my family. I just want you to know that because if something happens to me, it's them. Because if Martin calls my place of work, he's that kind of person. Judah Sidre calls my uncles. Because yung isang uncle ko, what do you call this? Contractor says is mga projects doon. Sinasabihan ako na makakadamay ka sa negosyo namin. And, parang, I don't know why I'm doing this, to be honest. Because nakakadamay nga naman ako sa kanila. Pero we should all learn to fight for our country. Yun lang. Sabihin ko lang yun. Tsaka, very quickly, I just want to share what I wrote because Dan Fernandez would not read it. So I'll read it very quickly on why, because he dismissed it so easily as freedom of speech. It's not that simple. So I'll read very quickly on why, after careful consideration, I decided not to go. Aside from I know that I'm not going to get a fair, they're not going to listen to us. So first, I am not a vlogger. As I told you, I do not do lives. I do not have YouTube. I only have my Facebook. All my followers there, and DICT can check it, and DI Cybercrime can check it. They're all real. I've never paid for a follower. So, I'm not monetized. So I don't know kung ano yung basihan nila na gagawin kang just because I have followers. Social media vlogger na ako. I'm not monetized. I've never received anything from just writing on Facebook. That's all I do. I just write on Facebook. I don't even talk on YouTube. I am, however, a professional journalist. Ever since 2005, I've been working in publishing. I am currently an associate editor at Manila Bulletin. I am also the editor of Balita. And what I am is a professional journalist with a social media following. There's a distinction. So, Filipinos, we are protected by the 1987 Constitution, Article 3 Bill of Rights, Section 4, Section 2, Section 18. But an extra layer of protection covers all journalists. The Republic Act number 6713 is a code of conduct and ethical standards saying all journalists have the right to demand transparency. Apart from that, we have the SOTO law, which allows us not to divulge our sources. So with all due respect to the HOR, I would like to say that an inquiry whose aim is to regulate social media is unconstitutional. The reason I did not go is I do not support, cannot tolerate, and will fight against the idea of muzzling free speech. If I appear before Congress, it's like me legitimizing them wanting to regulate us. So I did not appear. Because government interference is a no-no and should not be allowed in the area of free speech. Free speech na nga lang ang meron tayo. Yun na lang ang meron tayo against the abuses of their power. Tatanggalin pa nila. Sasabihin nila, fake news. Kung fake news, kasuhan nyo kami. Meron namang, we have legal remedies for those. So, okay. So I would also like to remind the House of Representatives that power is not forever. The legislation you want to enact now, that whatever you do now, somebody will do to you when you're no longer in power. So be careful how you treat us, because you will be treated like this when somebody else, because I'm sure it will not be you, will be in power the next time. I also take very deep offense that Representative Barbers said that he will invite narco-vloggers, pogo-vloggers, and fake news spreaders in the hearing, which he has repeatedly said, not just in the halls of Congress, but also in various interviews by media, which done in his home is not covered by his parliamentary immunity. Hindi siya parliamentary immune from saying na narco-vloggers kami. Dahil sinabi niya yon during his interview with TV stations. He has already pre-accused those who are invited. So I would like to ask Representative Ace Barbers if he has any proof that all of us here are any of those. Because ano yung karapatan niya i-regulate yung... Because that's his premise that we are funded by narco-vloggers, we are narco-vloggers, we are pogo-vloggers. So in this regard, we will, if he forces us, petition the court for habeas data so that the Congress will be compelled to release any document that show why suddenly he is accusing us of being narco and pogo vloggers. This is damaging to us as Filipinos, as private citizens, and me personally as a newspaper editor, because I've been working for 20 years and not once have I ever been sued by anyone. So, even during the time of Duterte, when I was fighting with people on social media, it was so easy to sue. But I was never sued because I know, hindi ako nag-aral para maging fake news spreader. So, so the term fake news spreader is used liberally by people to diminish the opinions of those they do not agree with. So that's what they're doing now. As for calling us narco-vloggers, I am willing, as I am sure everyone here, to undergo drug tests alongside all the public officials who we pay them to undergo narco-vloggers kami, hindi kami nagda-drugs. So let's all take a drug test together. Kasi narco-vloggers daw kami. Okay, so as I've said, we have legal remedies already provided by the courts. And these remedies are available both to me, a simple Filipino, and to them. Hindi lang kami ang may karapatan mag-sue ng slander or defamation, sila din. Fake news, we have libel, defaming someone, or even a public official can get you sued with defamation. Our cyber libel law is one of the strictest in the world. we have the Revised Penal Code and Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. So all these laws are provided for citizens, whether you can use it. They can use it. Hindi lang naman dahil congressman si Drilon sued a journalist, and he won. So it's not as if Ace Barbers cannot sue someone. It's not as if Martin Romualdez cannot sue someone. It's been done before. We could be sued. A congressman can sue someone. So why are they not using it? Bakit ipapatawag kami para dun sa HOR para magawa nila yung gusto nila? It's not a level playing field. We're not going. Hindi naman kami tanga na pupunta kami doon. Tas gagawin nilang gusto nila sa amin. Gusto niyo ng gulo? Gusto niyo ng dito sa labas? And then if gusto niyo talaga kami ipatawag, hindi namin ibibigay yung sarili namin easily. You will go through legal hoops to get us. Hindi kami tanga, hindi kami aso na pupunta kami sa HR kasi pinatawag niyo kami. Kung gusto niyo kaming kunin, makukuha niyo kami pero paghihirapan niyo. And malalaman ng buong mundo kung anong ginagawa niyo. We will not allow it. Hindi kami ignorante, we know our rights. And then another one, I'll wrap this up quickly. I have not spoken in many years. So, and also, I would like to share my observation that the invite list is composed of anti-administration bloggers. They have two, token, pro-admin bloggers, dalawa. So, are they inferring that the fake news spreaders are, the critics are fake news spreaders pero sila hindi? Yung mga tao nila, yung mga bayad nila, yung mga pro-admin bloggers, hindi? Sila nagsasalita ng masama against kay Duterte, nagsasalita ng masama against kay Sara, but it's not considered disrespect. But when we do it, it's disrespect. We're not gonna allow parang double standard kasi bayad namin kayo. Our taxes are paying for you. Also, another to share on a personal note. So, sila gusto nila protected sila from fake news, from defamation. Paano naman kami? Jude Asidre of Tingog Party List posted on his Facebook. Because during the pandemic, myself, Mark, Attorney Trixie, and Dr. Ethel, we tried raising money for PPEs. Tapos, sinabi namin dun sa Duterte administration that whatever we raise na money, ibibigay namin sa inyo so that you have extra money. Kasi nung time na yon, everybody was panicking. I didn't think we had enough money. Tapos, hanggang umabot kami kay Sec Sonny ng Department of Finance, and he said, hindi namin tatanggapin yan kasi matatay up yan sa red tape because whatever we buy, ang pinaka-best is the time na ang hirap-hirap makabili ng PPE. You find a way to buy and then kayo na mag-distribute sa hospitals, which we did. To just destroy my credibility and reputation just because I attacked his boss, Martin Romualdez, Jude Asidre posted that I stole the money. Parang he said, oh, really, ganyan-ganyan. But the thing is, kahit disorganized ako, organized sila. So lahat ng nag-receive, we have pictures, we have like, and more importantly, that's a private fundraising. Hindi yan taxes ng tao. That's a private fundraising event, and we were accountable to all our donors. So ginamit nila yon. So just because they want to use something against you, kasi hindi naman pwedeng awayin kanila, tapos wala silang gagamitin sa'yo, so ginamit nila yon from 2020. Between 2020 and now, we've done a lot of efforts for relief, disaster relief, pero yun ang ginamit nila. Unfortunately, sa kanila, meron kaming proof, which we try to do always. So ang gusto kong itanong sa HOR, one of your own defames or slanders a regular person like me, Congressman, what is my legal remedy? Bakit kayo lang ang may karapatan magpatawag? Pwede ko bang ipatawag si Jude dito? Can I just sue him? Because if I can sue him, I will. You know, parang, so yun ang sinasabi ko, parang abuso. Baka akala nyo, kami lang to, but if it happens to me, it will happen to all of you. If it happens to all of us here, and we're all educated here, it can happen to, ito kasi, this is the idea, mag-election na. this is the perfect time for them to shut us up. This is the perfect time for them para matakot tayong lahat at atakihin sila. Pero we cannot do that not just for ourselves but for our children. Kasi we cannot allow them to just do whatever they want without them being checked. Kasi sa kanila na lahat eh. Executive, legislative, sana yung judicial hindi. Pero pag party tayo, pinatahimik, wala nang mangyayari sa Pilipinas. And you know, some of us can turn a blind eye, some of us hindi natin kaya i-switch off yung passion natin for loving this country. And finally, I just want to say that, sorry about this, I'm not very used to speaking. So lastly, ang sabi nila, ang issue nila, troll farms, we have proof about troll farms. Ang mga pages nila, pag binasa ninyo, it's trolls. Kahit sinong Pilipino na hindi magaling sa social, you don't have to be an expert to identify trolls. But they're not in the listed invitees. Kami, na we all have our faces, we show our faces, you know who we are, we don't have anything to hide. We're the trolls. But the people they employ, and we know who they are, and we will reveal their names in Congress, in HOR. Yung mga binabayaran ninyo, yung mga heads ng social media pages ninyo na dati ganito lang ang buhay, tas ngayon sobrang social na, we know who they are, we know how much they pay the troll farms. So, bakit kami ang nandito? Pero sila na, kung concerned kayo sa troll farms, ipatawag nyo din yung mga taong binabayaran ng mga kaalyado ninyo because it's not fair. So just to reiterate, the reason that I am not going and I will not go until the Supreme Court forces me to is that, or a law, there's a law or whoever tells us to go, but they're not going to get us that easy, is that first, to reiterate, we refuse their invitation because the hearing to regulate social media, the regulating social media, i.e. free speech, is against my principles, against the Constitution, is biased and targets only critics, very obviously, and it is irrelevant to me because I am not a social vlogger, more so a narco or pogo-funded vlogger. Meanwhile, we have to fight for every Filipino, rich or poor, with 1 million followers or with 1 follower, government or pro-government. Because as Voltaire said, and as the President Duterte kept repeating, I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend your right to say it. So we will exhaust all legal remedies to protect our right for free speech, our right to criticize, and we will use our voices, and we will not waver, even in the face of threat and intimidation. Thank you.